Good afternoon, beautiful people. I hope we are all doing absolutely superb and that everyone is having a fantastic day so far this Sunday afternoon. It is a quite cloudy afternoon on the Rietspruit Game Reserve, but nothing we can't handle. But there is clouds moving in from the south, so hopefully they stay away for our game drive. This radio is not...
Vacancy of one rhino Poole on the other side, just south of the river front, heading north.
Of course you call it in as there's a vehicle approaching. Copy that, I'm making my way, I'm right behind you. Keeping sightings silent. I've noticed a lot of people have actually been doing that lately. It's not great.
On this side, 0, Baba.
But there was just one white rhino in the road. I'm going to just turn this radio down. It's quite distracting. But that rhino just headed into the thicket here.
This is where Brent coming from.
I see a single giraffe, but I'm just trying to find where this rhino went. Come on, Mr. Rhino. Ardo, where did that rhino go? Unbelievable. Aha.
And it's heading north. It's just south of Zebra Cross on the other side.
Do you still have a visual? I'm right behind you. Alrighty. Shame, are you sure? Very good, thank you. How are you? Happy New Year. Is it? Is he the one that was mating with the two the other day?
Yeah.
How cool was that?
He's marking his territory after the rain.
Probably. Did you guys receive a lot last night? Because we got about, what was it? 7 mils?
Altogether, since it started on Friday, we've had over 50.
Oh yeah, no, we've had like 68, 70 mils. It's wild, especially there behind the mountain. Shame. Thanks, guys. I'll be quick. Thanks. Alrighty, so we have just relocated said rhino, but a very good afternoon to all our pack members and a very good afternoon to all of you on the public channel. Now, for our pack members, today is the last day that you can get your hands on this week's keyword, image, or print, if you will. And the keyword for the week is queen. So if you haven't already done it, email info@painteddog.tv with the keyword of the week, and I shall send that through to all of you tomorrow. Now, for those of you who aren't pack members, I highly suggest doing so, because not only do you get these weekly prints, you get one-on-one communication with the guides throughout all our conservation tasks, all our game drives, so definitely worth doing. Now, as you can see, he's on a territorial bout. After the rain last night, he's probably just walking along his territorial boundary and remarking all his scent posts and scrapings, just because the rain tends to wash away the scent. So you'll notice all territorial animals after the rain will mark their territory, go on a routine territorial patrol. Not only rhinos, but also, you know, things like your lion, your cheetah, your leopard, all your big predators, as well as all your territorial animals, especially such as rhino. Alrighty, it looks like he's going to stop here for a bit. Might scent mark, so we're just going to pull off the road here. Sorry, Basil, I know it's at an angle. But whilst we're stopped here, let me say a very good afternoon to all our pack members. Without further ado, good afternoon, Carol, Elsa, Becky, Mary, Barbara, Sue, good to have you with us. Brandy, great to have you with us again. Di, Betty, Jan, Rosemary. Sure, good to have you all with us. Carol, I'm going to have a stern chat to Gareth with the fact that he hasn't sent you the keyword. Sure, I'm going to give him some drama just to pull his leg, because he's always giving me drama. So, you know, just a bit of friendly karma, you know. But what an awesome way to start a safari this afternoon, with a lovely white rhino bull on his territorial bout. I don't know what to do but just laugh now. I apologize about the breakup, folks. Like I said the other day, I don't know what's going on. I just drive the car and look at the animals and just admire them. But like I said, if I was in control of all this technology, throw it in the road, drive over it, it'll probably work better. But great that Matt is on FC and saving our behinds with this connection issue. We don't really know what's going on. And Mary, have you also not got your keyword for woo? And Becky? Ooh, I'm going to have a stern talking to Gareth, actually, because he literally told me he sent them off to everyone. So I will resend everyone the keyword woo, and I will send you this week's keyword, which is queen, tomorrow. It's already on the to-do list, so don't stress, folks. I promise I won't forget. But this rhino is still just following the road here, so clearly on a territorial bout. As we know, animals obviously are like us, very lazy, will use the path of least resistance. But he probably has used this as a border for his territory. And the reason for that is, it is, like I said, easy act. Oh my gosh, he nearly just headbutted this vehicle. That's wild. This vehicle in front's just a bit close. It's okay. No, don't chase it off. They're just trying to get around because they're trying to get to the elephant bull. There was a single elephant bull spotted at Pofadder Dam. But I think for now what we're going to do is we going to, are the nutty couple back already? Mary, no. And I'm enjoying the last 2 days before they do come back. Before all the chaos returns to Painted Dog TV. And yes, Becky, I know, I just don't want to mention their names because, Carol, I know you will remind me, and you know I will forever be appreciative of it. Tomorrow is actually going to be quite a special new keyword. It's a photo I took the day before I went off in December. I spent about an hour and a half with these two beautiful animals. The image is only of one of the two, but it is quite magnificent as to what that specific individual animal was doing. So you're gonna have to just wait and see. But I can promise you now, for those of you who have never put a print up on your wall, you might want to with this next image that will be coming out. There you can clearly see scent marking, spraying some urine and scratching with his hind feet. Or not so much scratching his hind feet, but definitely urinating. So definitely on a territorial bout. Can you not see he's running? This car in front of us is, I think, spooking this poor rhino a little bit. It looks like he's cutting into the thicket now, which will not be great. It also looks like their exhaust is falling off, so that's also not great, especially for their car. I don't see him. Do you see him? This little stream is flowing there. Clearly just another sign of how much rain we've had in the past couple of days. Oh, there we go. Look at that, standing dead on with that other car. But whilst that rhino is there, have a look at this, folks. The sunsloot is flowing. I know it's not much. I know it's not like a whole river just going, but it is flowing nonetheless. Look at that. There's actual like current going with it as well. It's like I said, I know it's not a lot of water, but it's definitely moving with a current, which is crazy. That's so cool. The rhinos and any other animal looking for water must be loving life lately, especially with all the green vegetation, you know, the highly nutritious new growth of vegetation that's come through. The what's the word? What's a word for a lot, Basil? The numerous accessibilities to water, boom. They must be loving life. Let's just do that. We'll park here again so Basil can put said rhino on camera. I am kind of hoping that this rhino, aha.
Copy, thank you, Sandy. We're at maximum 10 minutes out.
Alright, so this rhino, I think, has moved off into the bush. Which is not great. There he is. It's not the greatest of views, but that's all we're gonna get, folks. That other car, unfortunately, has just chased it too far into the bush. Nonetheless, still awesome to see another white rhino. Now, folks, I do have a surprise, well, not really a surprise in store for all of you, but it's more just like the plan of action for this afternoon. Do they cross? Sue, most of the time they border one another, but if there is one that crosses into another's territory, there's normally a territorial bout, aka they normally butt horns about whose territory it is and often end up fighting. Obviously, with them being dehorned, there's not as much damage that happens. They can't... Hello, you gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous things. Don't run away, please. Sorry, Basil. Just want to stop before they run away. Look what we found, the grey ghost. And I don't know if it's just me, but she looks quite pregnant, actually. She looks like she's got a little bun in the oven. How cute would that be, seeing a brand new baby kudu? Oh my gosh.
That's the lock of the white rhino bull on Verify and to unlock.
Carol, you might be right, but I think it is something else. But good guess, good guess. Becky, you pronounce it Rietspruit. So Carol's given you a perfect way to spell it, well, to pronounce it, Rietspruit. Hi, Mom. Thanks for tuning in. Rasputin like the Disney character. But how gorgeous are these kudu? Look at those like telephonic ears. Now they're always going back and forth, listening for any danger in sight. And normally, if a kudu or an Nyala barks, you can almost pretty much put your money on it being a leopard. Often because they also hide out in the riverbeds themselves, as well as use drainage lines for movement through the thick foliage. As you can see, those dishes are focused forward, so she must have heard something. There you go, now they're behind because she can hear me talking. How beautiful are they though? Those white stripes just blend in so well with the thicket. Absolutely love kudu. Definitely one of my favorite antelope, if not my favorite antelope. Alrighty. Let's just have a quick gander at the map. Something smells like old animal urine or something. It's not pleasant, but it doesn't smell like death either. I wonder what it could be. Alright, let's just have a quick look at our map, folks. Okay, we are going to try to stay on the road at the same time. What happened to... Oh, there we go. Volume was just a bit low. Stations, that white rhino has gone west into the block of Wildefy route just south of Poacher's Road. Visual has been lost. I'm leaving it an open lock. Boom shakalaka. Crisp, clear updates, folks. That's what everyone wants. Whilst, what is my phone doing? Oh, it's being so silly. Alright. Indeed they do, Becky, and rightfully so. If they didn't, you know, they'd be a lot more susceptible to predate on. So the reason they all have these big ears is so they can hear predators sneaking up on them. Their sense of smell, especially in most antelopes, is highly adapted. They have a great sense of smell, hence why you'll often get impala alarm calling or a kudu or an Nyala barking. Most of the time with kudu and Nyala, though, they've actually seen the predator that's moving about. Impala, they'll pick up the smell of the predator and just go ballistic. Other animals that alarm call, you get your squirrels. I don't really trust a squirrel alarm call because it could be things like, you know, just a semi-big bird. It could be a reptile, aka a snake. But I never not respond to a squirrel alarm call because 90% of the time it's nothing. But that one time you don't respond to an alarm call, especially like a squirrel per se, it most likely will be a leopard, and then boom, you've missed your shot. Because we know how frequently we see those on this reserve. Very agreed. I actually think both those females, those female kudu, were pregnant. They're looking quite rounded, and that lower belly towards the hind legs is hanging quite low and coming almost touching as the hind legs start. So there's clearly quite a, I don't want to say big belly, but there's a big belly, you know. So I think the reserve is going to gain 2 baby kudus fairly soon. I'd love to see a baby kudu. I don't think I've ever seen a baby kudu. That would be a treat for everyone. What's mobile? Ladies and gentlemen, please be clearer with your updates. Let's just have another
Before Jimmy and the rhino, you were talking at the same time, so we didn't hear either of you. So, you want to repeat?
You can't trust them, but you can't not trust them either, Becky.
Yeah, sorry, Kevin. I was saying we saw the wild dogs this morning on the Van Sunshine Line and lost them in the block between Sunshine Road and Redwood Drive.
What?
Near the dam.
Holy cow.
Probably south of the drainage line. That goes down from north of to the.
Apparently the dogs might be back on Leadwood as well. That could be rather exciting. Now the surprise, technically not so surprise, I had in store is to head to Fig Tree Forest or near that area, because the lions were seen on Knobthorne Road this morning. So I want to go follow up there because it hasn't been the hottest of hot days. It's been awfully humid, my word. I'll tell you the humidity now once I've had a look at the weather app. But the humidity is highly high. It's very high. So it's definitely making it feel definitely clammy and sticky, and yeah, it's not the greatest feeling in this humidity lately. I mean, dive for us. Quiz time. We'll wait here for a half second and see if he goes again. Quiz time. What bird was just calling over there, folks? Before I give the answer, I want to see at least 1 or 2 comments. I wonder where he is. He's probably in this bush somewhere here. Come on, man. Make a sound for us. Sue, anywhere between 210 to 240 days. So. Sure, car was being difficult there for a second. All right, well, we shall be making our way to Leadwood. Kevin said he's got tracks of the dogs, so he's following up on those as we speak. So we're going to head to Knobthorne, see if we can't pick up tracks on the Pride, which had apparently this morning had the 2 males with them. So we shall see. Hi Marcy, great to have you with us. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen your name pop up in the chats. I hope you're doing fantastically. You haven't missed too much. We started off the drive with a lovely white rhino bull on his territorial bout, marking territory all the way down a road. Aha, Carol. I appreciate that. Come on, folks. No one's guessed the bird yet. Carol knows, but she's giving other people a chance. So it's time to lock in, folks. What do you think that bird we stopped for that was calling was? I'll give you a clue. It's not a small bird. If anything, it's a medium to large sized bird. And it can clap its beak as well, like a... Okay, no more clues. We'll wait till someone else has a guess. Aha, I'll never forget this intersection. Carol, this is where you did my tire change time trial, where I babbled on for a minute and a half in between. Lol. Back in the day, eh? Sure, I don't even know how long ago that was. It's crazy to think that I've been here for, after January and Feb, it'll be 20 months, almost 2 years, just shy of 2 years, if you will. It's crazy how time flies when you're having fun, eh? Back. Christina, well done. You are 100% correct. Folks, that bird we saw to see if it did its dive, its suicide dive, if you will, is known as the red-breasted korhaan. The kamikaze bird, if you will. Now, quickly, just to check the humidity, so I don't tell you false information. Aha! It's 80%. The humidity is 80%, so it is very sticky, clammy, and just air, if you will. It's not air being out in the bush, but it's just air that everything feels so sticky and clammy, if you will. Now, we just need to figure out, Andrew hasn't been on Leadwood in a while, folks. Andrew just needs to find Knobthorne Road. So if you will bear with me for a couple of seconds, just want to...
Okay.
Sorry, can you just repeat that exact location of the dogs?
Very precise, it's not complicated. It's on Leadwood Drive at the junction of Knobthorne.
Oh, copy. Well. Well. Ah, folks, the bird calls are hard, eh? The bird calls are quite difficult, especially if you're not doing it literally each and every single day. Your knowledge tends to, like, even when I go and leave for 2 weeks and I come back, some of the most simplistic bird calls, I'm like, what is that? I don't know. And then, you know, it just takes a couple of days for the memory, the clogs to start turning, yeah, it takes a while, and bird calls are tricky. You know, you get quite a few birds that sound very similar as well. Oh, we've got...
Dogs have now turned on the baobab and are heading north. Thanks, every closing down.
We've now turned on to baobab, heading north. Alrighty. I wonder if she got separated from her herd because of the dog. Is that blood on her muzzle? Just, if you can, yeah, shot Basil. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it, but you never know. She's now looking at us like, can you get this camera off me, please? I'm trying to stay low-key. I'm trying to stay hidden, away from danger. And now you're just drawing attention to me.
Absolutely. I'm not sure now. Sorry, I didn't copy your last transmission.
Dogs are now heading north along baobab, just behind Serena's old house.
See, why are you kind to her, not me?
Okay, I'll copy that now. Thank you.
Unbelievable. How's it, guys? Marcy, you don't worry. Most people are bad. I myself am bad with birds. I only know the colorful ones and the migrant calls, if you will. Most of the LBJs that are here, I'm just like, I don't know. And then you're like, oh, whoever's in the car with you, you can be like, okay, you go search up that LBJ and tell me what it is. And, you know, there's like almost 500 species of birds that all look very similar. They're small little brown birds. That's knobthorn, folks. So what I'm going to quickly do, yes, which Kevin. I didn't hear you, Kevin. No one did. We're at that last time. Alrighty, sorry about that, folks. Don't know what's going on.
The angle I took, we're going to head up towards Patrick's house, but I'm going to turn around the street here. I'm just going to go down here a little bit.
Sorry, folks. Everything just seems to be going wrong. My TeamSpeak's not working. My map is glitching. You know, it just doesn't seem to be the afternoon for Andrew this afternoon. But nonetheless, we're still making our way to see if we can't intercept these dogs. I don't know if we'll get lucky or not, because everyone else has lost visual of them as well. So this is just a, you know, go with your gut kind of thing and just hope for the best. So if we don't find them, we can always still go look for the pride, which were on here earlier, which were in Fig Tree Forest, meaning we'll have to go through Fig Tree Forest just to find them. So I'm sure a lot of people would be quite chuffed with that. When's the last time we went into Fig Tree Forest? Where we just don't want to rock up to someone's house either.
All the trucks running down the road at speed.
Okay, I'm just gonna switch off quick and listen to this radio for a second, folks. So much for listening to the radio, I think. What's Basil spotted on the top of that tree there, folks? Get your bird lists out. Cap Bulbul. Has anyone ticked that off this year so far? Especially our viewers that have restarted lists. I'm scared to ask on the radio where Kevin has these now, after the last update I got. Alrighty. Marcy, that's the plan. But, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work in your favor. Sometimes the bush just says, no, not today, unfortunately. But, yeah, you see, we were about to drive into someone's house. But, you know, it's good news that they're back on Leadwood, because then tomorrow afternoon, Monday afternoon, I will send Gareth a message and get him to ping the collar for me. And then we'll have, hopefully... No one heard that. No. Hopefully someone... Hopefully someone else finds the dogs for us that we can respond to again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to head all the way back to Knobthorne and see if we can't pick up tracks on the Pride. My bet is they're near Tortillas or that Mamba Road near Pofara Dam, which actually works out perfectly for us because that's the elephants we've seen this afternoon. Well, there was a bull elephant seen, so I can only assume that he's following the herd and the herd is nearby. So, like I said, we're just backtracking a bit now in hopes of maybe picking up the pride while others watch the dogs for us. Sorry, Basil. While others watch the dogs for us, and hopefully once they come to a standstill, we'll get a proper update as to where they are and be able to respond. They're clearly too quick for us, though. They probably already moved past the Marula road we were on. So I think that is going to be a game of action. People the dogs. Meanwhile, we're going to go try and find the pride with the two males. So, you know, it's a win-win situation, technically, if it all works out. But like all of us know, sometimes the bush can be unforgiving. Sometimes you find everything, sometimes you also find absolutely nothing. So, touch wood, we'll find something. But, you know, still an awesome way to start a drive with a white rhino. But let's see if we can't tick off 2 out of the big 5 this afternoon. I'm hoping, because Leadwood is a lot busier, all homes are, that cars to and from home have stirred up the soil a bit more, making it a bit softer than that on Blowbug. Because Blowbug only gets so much action going on. And is that line tracks already? Haha! Sure, look at that, eh? I don't know if you can see that, folks, but there are clear, definite signs of lion here. You can see this. Oh, there's big thunder in the distance. So I can clearly see another track going up here. Someone's driven along here, so these tracks must have been from this morning. But you can clearly see here that this is a lioness track. Definitely hind foot, just considering size. It's basically almost the size of my hand, whereas their front foot is pretty much the size of my hand spread out, or bigger normally. And the males are pretty much like a mini dinner plate. But you can see the... there's a stick. There we go. You can see that there's one toe here, another toe, another toe, and another toe, and then the back pad comes like this, and it's got those 3 lobes, and here's the back end of another track as well. And you can see that they do, I'll just mark them for Basil so you can see, but like there's another one. Next thing, a lion just comes out of the bush. I'll be like, please don't eat me, Mrs. Lion, or Mr. Lion, depending on who runs out of the bush first. But it's exciting. We've got tracks, folks. It's the first step to victory. Alrighty, onwards we shall continue. Maybe not. Aha! Just in luck. Alrighty, so I think what we'll do is we'll cut straight into the riverbed and then start looking for tracks, because these ones are a bit older than I originally thought. Definitely from this morning though, cars have driven over it as well, so it's a good place to start, considering we didn't even know that the lions were found this morning. So we're making pretty good progress, I'd say. Why are you by yourself? There's a little impala. Oh, of course you ran away. There's a little impala lamb completely on its own. Perfect prey for the dogs. But, oh my gosh, there's an even smaller one. Oh, gone around the corner. Thank you for trying, Basil, sir. They really don't make life easy for the cameraman. Carol, I couldn't agree with you more. I don't understand anything that's coming off the radio, and that's why certain people were shouting at me earlier. So I'm gonna try and stay off the radio as much as possible, to be totally honest. Mary, we can how long we get, see if we can pick the pride. Baboons, it's not that often that we put baboons on camera. But let's see where we get to with the pride. If not, we stop and look at some trees, some birds, you know, termite mounds like Mary said. I do want to get them climbing up these sycamore fig trees. How's it, guys? Did you guys find the lions at all? Is it? Were you guys out this morning? Sorry to keep you waiting. So I did hear that, but I'm very scared to ask for an update on the radio. I just got shouted at for asking where the dogs were. So,
Brent, coming.
What are you gonna do?
They were hunting earlier.
The Boma?
Came out, down in the Boma direction, they were hunting to the west of there.
On Blowbank?
Yeah.
What?
That's what we heard earlier this morning.
Oh, wow.
If it's any consolation, we've been told off lots.
Yeah, I know, it happens every day though.
Just like take a big breath.
It is what it is. Take care, guys. Pardon? At Porfada. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Cheers, guys. Have a great one. Alrighty. Well, that clearly doesn't help us because now apparently they got an update saying that the pride was located on Blowbank. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go in here. They were saying that the Ellies are still at Porfada Dam. So what we'll do is we'll hit the riverbed, see if we can pick up any tracks or signs. If we can't, head straight towards Porfada Dam, go view the Ellies, because I know a lot of people want to see the Ellies as well, but there is good birding in here as well, especially for your smaller, more shy birds, if you will. Oh my word, the river has the river, I'm talking rubbish here, the rain, should I say, has made a lot of the roads quite treacherous. I can't actually tell if that's a lion track or not. So what we'll do is, there is a road that I want to take to go up out of the riverbed, but what we'll do here is we'll quickly just inspect. We'll go a bit further along. It's like surfing in the sand, driving in thick sand like we are now. Just get a bit further ahead and see if I can't pick up tracks or anything. Just also check, oh my gosh. Just trying to keep the wheel straight here, folks. We're like drifting in the sand, just a little bit. Don't have too much fun, Andrew. You might get carried away. But someone's driven in here before us, and come on, car. Uh-oh. Now I have to go into low range. Boom. Shakalaka. In the low range. Now, I do know there's a bend around here that they actually... That's where I got out on foot once to investigate a carcass that had clearly been abandoned. And as I literally stood foot out the car, a lioness just popped her head up and was like, "Hello, Andrew, I see you, I'm watching you." So we're not going to make the same mistake twice. Pof ada. Mary is instructing us to hit pof ada, and I think I'm going to concur and say that is exactly where we are going to go. No line tracks here. So these updates are getting bad on the radio now, but it is what it is. Like I said to that other couple that were driving past, this was back when Nyala was still with us, folks. I made this my little home. Her and I went on a bumble looking for crowned eagles, and I saw this, and I decided to just pose under here for a quick photo before this whole thing fell down. So it's quite dangerous, so I wouldn't suggest staying under there just in case this tree decides to fall through. But still, if you're in a survival situation and you need shelter, I'd still go find a different tree. You never know when that's, you know, with heavy rain, if that tree is going to just fall through as well. So stay away, basically. But one thing we could also be doing here is let's just check this one embankment. Potential owl nests, who knows. But we're pretty much getting to the point where I had those lionesses when I stood out of the vehicle. But as you can see, it's definitely thickened up even here in the riverbed. So if I struggled to see them in winter, my word, I'm going to struggle to see them now. Looks like they've created a road through here because elephants have definitely done some damage to the riverbed there. Is that a lioness? No, it's sand. You can dream, you can hope. Oh, there's a lovely Nyala here though, who I doubt is going to stick around for us. Oh, look at that. Hello, you beautiful, beautiful Nyala. How are you doing? They are. Now, Nyalas are mixed feeders, meaning they both graze and browse. So they eat a mixture of leaves, fruits, flowers, trees, and shrubs. And they typically live in small groups, usually consisting of females and the young. The males are a lot more territorial, of course, and they tend to go kind of nomadic, if you will. But the females tend to stay with their young and stay in these little groups or harems, if you will. All right, there's alarm calling, folks, and it's been going on solidly now. So I'm going to love and leave these in Nyala and just actually go up the riverbed quite far, because that's where the alarm calls are coming from. So you never know, maybe that update from this morning was right and that other car was confused. Sounds like they're a bit further than this sycamore fig, but just around the corner here. Sure. It's got tight. This is actually, believe it or not, the very same part of the river where I filmed a lioness in one of the sycamore fig trees. And she nearly fell out. She was holding on for dear life, and that is to date one of my best sightings on this reserve so far, that is. I think top sighting so far still is that cheetah taking down the Nyala right in front of us. That was bonkers. Just undescribable, the words there. It was wicked. So I think I'm going to just get out here. They're like right here somewhere. Where are you? And where are you looking? They're right above us now. Still can't see one. Do you see them at all? Oh, here's a monkey right here. Folks, I'm just going to get out real quick and see, whilst Basil puts this monkey on camera for you, just see if I can't see these others and see where they're looking. Come on, monkeys, give me a clue. Show yourselves. Oh, there's a big one. They're going ballistic, folks. I can't even see them. Oh, wait. Might be one there. I just want to see the direction they're looking, folks, because that gives you kind of like a... I don't know how comfortable I feel on foot at the moment, though, with these monkeys going absolutely berserk. But at the same time, to try and figure out where they're looking, kind of have to. Basil, can you see the one calling from the top here? Not really, eh? You know, they could actually be alarming at me now that I'm out the vehicle, but they were alarming consistently before I even got out of the vehicle. So I definitely think there's something going on, whether it's a python, a snake. Oh, wait, there they are. Let's see if I go. Try and see if we can. All right, well, let's keep going. I'm going to just have a look at the map, though, and see where the best place to exit out of this riverbed is. There's clearly something going on. I don't think it must be too big a predator, though. Monkeys do go berserk for, you know, things like a snake as well. So definitely possibility could be a big cat, but as well it could also be a snake, a reptile, a bird of prey. What is that? There's baboons. If there was a cat here, those would be going ballistic at the moment, but they're not. So I'm convinced that must have been a snake or a bird of prey or something. Sure, we're like drifting in the sand here. I'm just trying to find my map real quick and see where we can exit. Alright, so there seems to be a road coming up just a little bit ahead of us here. Is this it? To the left? Yeah. Look at that. Well. All right, so folks, unfortunately, this is going to put us towards the leadwood fence line. However, that being said, we're going to use that fence line to take the quickest, most direct route back to... Oh my gosh, look at this. It's like a little swamp. Back to... the Bushveld Dam. I just hope we don't get stuck here. Oh my gosh, that was actually a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. Crikey, we just went through the Amazon. Holy cow. Now I'm being dramatic now, but sure, it was a lot deeper than I originally thought. But now that we are back on the fence line, I can make quite decent headway towards Bushveld Dam. Once we're up at the top, I just need to get out of four-wheel drive so we don't completely tear that up either. I do apologize about the fence on my right, folks. I know it's not the prettiest, but like I said, it is probably the most direct route to Bushveld Dam. Let's just get back into normal wheel drive. Aha, that's the rhino we were following earlier. Alrighty. Pick up the pace, because so the elephants were left an open lock, and that vehicle that we just bumped into in Fig Tree Crossing said that when they left, the Ellies were still bathing. So if we hurry, I'm sure we'll catch them in the area. Oh, what a lovely herd of impala. Hello, gorgeouses. Folks, I am going to unfortunately go past these impala just because we are on that mission of the elephants. But my word, it's a big herd of impala. And there's a cute little baby. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's so small. Cute, man. Sure. Clearly can jump like mom and dad already. Oh, there goes the baby. No, I don't want to scare them off too much, so I'm going to just keep moving because this herd is quite spread out, so I don't want to keep them or separate any of them. But again, I do apologize about this on the right. It's horrible. I don't like it. Just pretend that there's a green screen. Okay, map. Sure, Leadwood's a lot bigger than most people think. This fence line also hasn't been driven in a while. You can see all the foliage is popping up and getting... I'm so sorry, did you get hit by water? Was it just me? I suppose that's karma. I just got doused in water, as you can see on my dashboard and on my t-shirt as well. Oh, there's more water. Let's go slower this time. I didn't see that patch of water because it was hidden under the thick vegetation that's in the road here. I didn't even see it, and I just went phew, and it just sprayed back in my face. Not pleasant, not pleasant. Stinky, muddy water, if you will. No one's favorite. I smell okay still. That road is falling apart. Don't know if you could see the erosion where we had to go around there, but it is definitely taking a beating, this road, with all the rain. So if anything, this is definitely one of the roads that needs some TLC before any of the other roads get TLC. We're nearly at Twin Crossings, folks, which means we're pretty much almost at Bushveld Dam. We'll be there shortly. Got to stay hydrated, even when it doesn't feel too hot, when it's humid like this. People underestimate how they dehydrate so quickly. So always important to stay hydrated out in the bush. Even when you don't think it's necessary, it is vital. Also just got extra after that douse that was refreshing. Sure, this fence line's a lot longer than I thought it was. Like I said though, definitely the most direct route. It's a straight line. Betty, it is a citrus farm. So basically, most people think that that shade netting is to keep all the birds out and keep all the monkeys and things out. Believe it or not, that shade netting, that black shade netting that you saw, is actually predominantly to stop hail destroying the trees, the orchids. But it is a orange and mango plantation, and they are normally, watch it, very busy. And oftentimes you'll see baboons on this side, and as you drive along this fence, you see them running under the fence, gunning into the bush here. Because obviously baboons on farmland definitely get prosecuted, because for farmers they're considered vermin. So they pests because they eat all the fruit, and the farmer's trying to grow the fruit to sell. So, you know, that's why they're very skittish when you're driving up this fence line. But that shade netting was for hail. And Carol was right. It is an orchid plantation. Well, a citrus plantation. I don't know why I'm saying orchid. Is that a crowned eagle? Oh my gosh, of course it's flown off now. I wonder, where did it go? Did it stick around? Did you see if it landed in a tree by any chance, Basil? Alrighty. We'll keep going then. We're pretty much at Twin Crossings now, folks. So not too far to go. Alright. Now the thing is, if we get to Twin Crossings and there are no elephant, at least they'll be nearby. We can turn the vehicle off, listen for the sounds of trees breaking, them munching on branches, and hopefully still get a glimpse of them if they haven't moved off into thick bush. But I think that's why I just want to get there as quickly as possible, and then we can start. I see an elephant in the road, I think. Yeah, that is an elephant. Its bum is moving. So before I go there, let's just check. Oh my gosh, Pofada Dam is full. My word. Oh my heck. Look at how full this is, folks. This is actually out of this world. Normally you drive down right here where we're parked. And what birds are those, Basil? I think I'm just going to sit here for a minute and appreciate the bubbling casinos. And then we'll go respond to that. Oh, little grebes. So good to see them. There's a new bird for the list, folks. But like I said, I'm going to just take a minute to appreciate the bubbling casinos. How stunning is that, everybody? All right, let's go admire a big grey beast, shall we? I concur. I agree. I think we should as well. Just check these comments as well. Brian, good to have you with us, sir. I hope you're doing phenomenally well. We are about to witness big grey, if he is still there, which is alrighty. Look at that, everybody.
Yeah, I left the elephants. They were right at the junction of South Road and Twin Crossing, but they were heading west on Twin Crossing, and some went north into the block.
It's really wonderful to see how full that Pofadder Dam has gotten. No, don't come here with your drama right now. It's the last thing I need is elephants giving me a difficult time. But uh-oh, they're coming to say hello. In the very least. Yay, just stay to the right of my vehicle, please. I see you. There's the big bull. There's the big bull. I wonder, is this all three? No, this one right here is it? Is it? Just go past. Just go past. No, I see you. Stop your nonsense. Right now. Thank you. Isn't this just wild? Hey. Calm down. Hey. I'm not causing trouble. Just calm down. Please. Hey. Go on. Move off. I'm just going to keep an eye on this elephant behind us. Oh, that's not good. Just drop my phone. Hey. Come, I see you. Carry on. Thank you. Silly things. They think they just control the bush, which technically they do, folks. But I feel like every time they see me, they just like, time to cause some trouble. Which is wild. Like, I mean, I even pulled off the road, so they had a clear path. They could have gone to the left of us here. If Basil zooms out a tiny bit, they could have gone left of us as well. So I think they just really like making a fool out of me and giving me grief. Clearly must, because, yeah. Hey, big boy. Okay, Basil just, he wasn't, hey, that's close enough. Thank you. Keep moving. Thank you. Hey. Thank you. No. Hey. Go on. Go away. Thank you. Even Basil is getting some drama there. I got it on video for you, don't stress. I told you, the big bull's just always cheeky for some reason. All right, are you going to actually be well behaved? You look like you're the only one who's going to be well behaved today. All right. No, it's okay. It's okay. Calm. Hey! Stop it! My word. The audacity of these creatures. Oh, don't be nervous, Becky. They're trying to intimidate us, but they're basically just showing us how big they are. Look at us, we're huge, we're in control, don't mess with me, but you just got to be stern, I suppose. But like I say to anyone, you never get comfortable with elephants. Even when that big bull approached, I knew he was going to come too close, because lately he's been doing that. And that's because some of the other vehicles have been letting him touch the vehicles. Shame, Basil, you can put that back on the tripod. I'm going to turn around for you and make your life easier. Uh-oh. And now there's big thunder. You good? Great. Well. Is that another one down there, or was that just a tree? No, that's just a tree. Keep going. Alrighty, here we go. Walk right here. And just admire them. Look at that.
Yeah, station on the river link, the dog went northwest from Concrete Crossing, so yeah, we haven't managed to relocate.
Carol, they are today. I don't know why, but they are. And thank you, Sue. Mary's like, hey, pal, you wanted to see them. Here we are. Whoa, Mary, I did it for you. Not for me. Oh. Becky says, nice camera work, Basil. Basil says, thank you, Becky. Sure, there's some... Oh, that's a not so happy cloud right there. Okay, hold on, folks. We're going to go around, because I don't want these two cheeky elephants, but I think someone's actually having a bath. Mwah. Mwah. Safe. Let's just get along to the front end of the dam so that they can't actually give us any drama. You know, I just want one elephant sighting where it's just complete. Nearly there, folks. Me a second longer. Just bear with me, but actually approaching the dam now. And is my gut telling me the correct thing? There was an elephant playing. You can see the ripples. Where did it go now, though? Just the question. Just zoom in there and see if you can't see one hiding behind the trees. Otherwise, we'll have to go back the other side. Definitely sounded like one was swimming. Nothing, eh? Well, that's anticlimactic. Sorry about that, folks. But you know, it's always awesome seeing an elephant swimming, and it really did sound like there was an elephant swimming. So always worth a gander. But what we'll do is we'll just head back along Twin Crossings and go back to those lovely two Ellies we were with, the two bulls. Basil is okay. Basil, do you need to change your pants? Basil says he needs to change his pants. That's okay, it happens to the best of us. I promise you, I literally changed my pants after nearly kissing that metal lion. So, happens to the best of us, don't worry. You almost kissed the elephant, that's actually true. And I got it on camera on my iPhone as well. I'll send it to you after the drive. Becky, if anything, Cheeky Chops is the one who gives me the most grief. The adults, they just tend to like showing that they're big and strong, and then they move off with ease, except the big bull for today. But, yeah, it's mainly Cheek. Yes, I see you. Don't even think about it. I see you. Trying to be cheeky. Who's Brandon? I don't know. Oh, we're getting a dust bathe here. Look at that. Wow, what a display. Isn't that just epic, everybody? You carry on. I see you side-eyeing us. Silly things. Pretending to not know what's going on. Meanwhile, it knows very well what it's doing. Hence why it's gone off into the bush, being very cheeky. Stay in the bush. Stay in the bush. Although there is a big lightning storm approaching from the north, headed south. You can actually see the big clouds above us. There's also, of course, Murphy's Law. Here's the elephant, folks. At the water's edge, trying to mud bathe. So we'll try. Uh-oh. There's rain coming down, folks. Oh my gosh. Did you folks? I quit. I retire. I'm calling. Go away, sky. This elephant's in the water, doesn't know what lightning is. Sure, he's having a good time, eh? But this rain seems to be moving in with quite some oomph. And I really don't feel like drama from these ellies whilst there's a lightning and thunderstorm. And it's getting rather bad already, folks. Matthew, can you hear me? Becky, yes, it was lightning. Very bad lightning as well. Okay, I'm going to get out of here, folks. I'm sorry. Matthew, do you copy me? Clearly not. Tell him I'm going to call it. Sorry, folks. The rain is actually getting ridiculous. We're going to have to call drive here just for the equipment's sake. But I'm sorry it was so short. I enjoyed every moment with you. I hope you enjoyed that elephant sighting and the rhinos. And I will see you tomorrow afternoon, folks. Goodbye for now. Hold on, Basil.